I've been planning to do a treatment of this game for a while and noticed that there isn't anything online, at least that I can find, that is an unboxing. So before I post the video of this game, which is going to come up not anytime soon, I thought I would show you a little bit about the contents of this box, because it's a little bit interesting. This is from, let's see, it's a bookcase game, Avalon Hill. It is a game of epic adventure in the Enchanted Islands, and here we can see the spine, as it were, of the game. And we say here on the top, two Wizards is Avalon Hill's trademark name for its game of epic adventure in the Enchanted Islands, with some great fantasy art on the cover. And the back of the box gives you a description of what's going on in the story, as well as a description of the game. It's a challenging, captivating game for 2 to 6 players who strive against evil by relearning the rights of the magical orders, performing good deeds and thwarting the forces of evil at every turn if they can. The deserved winner of this subtle race against time will be the player who, in the face of evil's terrible might, raises himself or herself to the ultimate level in his order, and then succeeds in presenting the druid high priest Ruktal with the gems necessary to perpetually banish evil. It's a complexity rating Avalon Hill 6, interesting, and copyright 1982. No designer credit anywhere on the box. Inside the box, we've got our rule set, and this rule set is, you may know, often quoted, the designer notes are often quoted in comments that people make about games, and it is, I guess the word could be, the phrase could be lofty type of comments about what gaming means, and this first paragraph is the one that's often quoted. In gaming, as in ritual and art, players act out truths. The world of the game is the real world, etc. You may have seen people quoting that before, but really what strikes me in this designer notes section is down here at the bottom, where they're talking about that in this game, in this realm of the game, we meet a world of truth, beauty, and peace, where evil is conquered by positive creative good rather than by violent destruction, where there is intense competition in attaining personal excellence, but always for the good of all rather than for selfish gain, where there is reverence for the mystery of the powers beyond, yet where that mystery becomes part of it all, where music, dance, ritual, and craft have power to affect the course of events. This is, as these notes would suggest, I mean, it's a semi-cooperative game in a way, and when I'm playing it, as you'll see, I'm going to demonstrate a cooperative mode of playing. It is certainly a game where direct conflict is, I guess you could say, minimized, or not the main point of the game. And flipping through the rules here, seeing some of the art, and we have many of these task cards. I mean, the game is made up of sort of, in a way, pick up and deliver, I guess, would be at least part of the mechanism, represented by some of these task cards that we have here. There are event cards, as you can see. This is an unplayed copy that I have obtained. There are these gem cards, and the heart really of the design visually, and I guess the heart of the novelty in some ways of this game comes with the map placement that I'll show you. But here is the counter sheet, one counter sheet. And what's always disappointed me a little bit with this game is the fact that most of the counters are really just markers for representing tasks that various players are doing. There are some boats here. Here are the wizards. One of my wizards fell out. And markers for the wizards. I would have loved to see another counter sheet with art representing what you are encountering, the magical creatures and beasts, but that was not to be. And I mentioned here, the heart of this game are these game pieces that are placed down this modular board that is different every time you play. I had just had Mage Knight out on my table. I played through a game of Mage Knight a couple of weeks ago, and I hadn't played it since I did my video on it, in fact, which was far too long. And it brought Wizards to mind, of course, because I think, and somebody can comment and let me know if this is right, I think this is the first use of this type of modular, sort of hex-based modular system. And if it wasn't so early, and if my Mage Knight wasn't in the room of somebody who was sleeping, I would get out some of those tiles and show them to you. I mean, you probably know what I'm talking about. This is really the heart of the game and what makes it so cool. There's the other wizard. And there's a note here about the mounted map that comes as well, which I'll show you in a minute. And we have a record board, which I probably don't really use that, but letting you lay out your wizard cards and the event cards, task cards, and the discards, and timekeeping. Of course, we have record sheets. There's a lot of record keeping in this game, and I'll probably go with the original sheet. I know that people have put up a variety of other sheets online. There's a back reference as well on the sheet for places on the board. I'll probably go with using the original. We'll see about that. And then here is this, the base. I'm not going to open this up, but it is this mounted map, which has the water, and you're going to be placing your map on top of it to create the world that you're traveling through. So this is a brief look inside the box of Wizards. I'm calling it an unurgent unboxing because this game is from 1982, and yet I hadn't seen something like this online, so I thought I'd put it up there. At some point in the future, I'll be doing a treatment of Wizards. As always, thanks for watching.